Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. Little browser issue, but I'm here and Bethea'S Byte Reloaded begins right. It's a rainy, dreary day in Salem, in Salem, Oregon. What am I? I'm thinking North Carolina. Anyway, I'm here. This is Bethea'S Byte Reloaded, your home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, justice served. And if I sound like I'm a little jittery, a little befuddled, it's just because I'm getting on late because of a browser issue. Don't hold that. Let's not hold that against me. I'm holding it against my browser. Anyway, I'm Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw. So good to have everybody here. And speaking of having everybody here, who do I have? I got Red Bull. I got Red Bull Coffee and Crime. How you doing, Linda? I've got Arctic Fox True Crime in the house. How you doing, my man? I got Checking Convictions in the house. And of course, I have you. Last time, I have no set format. I have no script. I have nothing. I just got all I got is all I got is a mouth ready to conversate with the real crime community and talk about some cases that has been on our minds, especially since last night over on Red Bull Crime and Coffee's page. Um, we've just the main thing I wanted to talk about on today was kids and weapons and how easily the kids are accessing such things. What if you're wondering what am I getting at? How about recently the 6-year-old kid who shot his teacher? Now, on the one side, you're gonna say the parents are to blame, right? I mean, no. That would be the smart move. The easy move is say it's the kid's fault because he shouldn't have had the gun in the first place. Which, in a way, you'd be right. In a way, you would be right. But at the same time, how did the kid get the gun? Who left the gun right where the kid could get it? You know what I'm saying? Some of that responsibility falls on the parents too. And if the parents won't take responsibility, who will? Where's another teacher gonna get shot by a kid with a gun? Think about it. When it comes to kids, guns should be like the same way we handle medicine. The label says it crystal clear: keep out of reach of children. That should go for guns too. That should go for any weapon. Just a couple of weeks ago, I posted here about a 12-year-old who shot. No, excuse me. I take that back. A 12-year-old who stabbed her little brother to death. How did she get a hold of a knife? Then on top of it, she went ahead and told her mom about it, or whoever the parent was. Now she's in some kind of juvenile facility. It's an ugly situation. It's gonna continue being an ugly situation until we do something about it. Joining me on the stream right now, the one and the only true crime. What's the best way to describe him?
What's up,
man? I'm trying to find a description for you to introduce you. How you doing, Fox?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm all right. I'll be doing phenomenal if I can keep this stream going without the laptop overheating or anything else. Checking Convictions is in the house. I'm trying to get her in too. Well, if I can get everybody in here, this would be great. It'll be phenomenal if I can get everybody in here, and keep this thing from overheating. This would be absolutely phenomenal. I was touching base on something we were talking about last night. Kids getting a hold of weapons with the greatest of ease.
Yeah, because of irresponsible gun owners that do not know how to lock their shit up.
It's not just gun owners, my friend. It's not just gun owners. Who we got? Oh, Checking Convictions is in the house.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great to have you here.
Yeah, I have no.
Wow, we may have a full house tonight. Nah, I am praying that my laptop holds up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Byte, could you do me a really huge favor at the top of the hour? Because we've got an emergency situation with an elderly couple where law enforcement's refusing to issue an Amber Alert, and I just put a video out on it. So,
I will do that with the quickness. I will do that with the quickness. Hang on.
That's why I was running late.
Oh, it's fine. I'm trying to get the best look I can out of this. Perfect. There we go. So in case everybody is joining us via YouTube, we in the house, we got Arctic Fox True Crime, we got Checking Convictions in the house. We're talking about right now we're talking about kids and easy accessibility to weapons. And I said right before anybody got on here with me that it should be like the way we're supposed to protect medicine. You know how the labels used to say keep out of reach of children?
Oh yeah.
That should be how guns, knives, and other weapons are.
I agree.
Well, I mean, I was fixing to say that should be common sense, but then I forgot we live in an age where people just don't have any fucking common sense.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
You said a mouthful. Just the one that really tugged at me was the one I posted just a couple of weeks ago. A 12-year-old Oklahoma girl who stabs her 9-year-old brother to death, then goes and tells her mom that she did that.
Yeah, I can't imagine my children stabbing each other. I mean, I just don't know what would be going on in their head.
Then on top of it now, excuse me, she's in a juvenile facility.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma.
Not a pretty place to be in any state, I'm sure.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
You just got to wonder what goes on in a household like that. I mean, why would a 12-year-old want to stab her brother? Is there mental issues? Was it a spur of the moment? I'm mad at you because you took my game. I mean, what's the depth of it?
You're right.
Like we were saying last night, it all starts at home.
It all starts at home, indeed.
Mhm.
And it can end at home too when trained right.
Obviously, yes. There are many functional children in this world, from parents that are cautious. They don't put their guns or weapons where children can get them. And if they are, they're taught about them, like this is dangerous, don't touch, whatever, you raise your children to be careful and not harm each other. So,
Absolutely. I mean, I'm thinking back to another story I posted about a month or so ago, where a guy leaves his weapon on a child's dollhouse.
oh Lord,
I'm gonna let you figure out what happens next.
I can only imagine. Either somebody in his household picked it up, or a child from another household picked it up.
His
Did the children of the homeowner pick it up and hurt somebody or hurt themselves?
No, the child did.
From a neighborhood.
No, the child inside the house.
Oh Lord! Shot the parent.
Shoots sibling.
Oh Lord! Another one. Thinking it's a play gun, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Well, I mean, I'm a little different. I raised my kids; they weren't allowed to have toy guns because I said guns are not for playing with, and you shouldn't even pretend. So that was my way of handling it. And
that's a good way of handling that.
Yeah,
Totally,
I just never had no guns, no play guns. No, we had squirt guns, but they were used when we were at the lake, not around the house. Only when we were like at a lake, which was very seldom. But yeah, they weren't allowed to play with them because I just thought it's not a game and why pretend.
You're right. Man, in the meantime, we got kids dying because of mishandling weapons. If it's not kids killing kids with it, it's kids shooting, injuring, possibly killing adults.
Like that one in school.
Like that one in the school.
Yeah. Who's a very young child as it is. Can you imagine what trauma that child's going to go through? All the children we're talking about, imagine the trauma they go through, knowing that they harmed somebody like that. They killed somebody. I'm an adult and I'm 60 years old, and believe you me, I would have a really hard time living with that. Can't imagine living with that all my life.
Right.
So it goes back to the adults teaching children.
Well, I mean, they're going to have PTSD for the rest of their lives and stuff. But that with that 6-year-old, like I said last night over on Red Bull Coffee and Crime, I don't think he should face charges. I think he needs to go into a mental institution and get the help that he needs. I think the parents need to go to jail, not him.
Well, Fox, you know how much I'm in agreement with you, brother. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I said, you leave a weapon out unattended. Child goes to grab said weapon. Child takes. Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen, if I can get this one on, I'm sending her the link as we speak.
I just told her
she gets in. I'm praying she gets in.
She has a child. So
let me see. Let me see if I can catch that train of thought. If you leave a weapon unattended, the child gets a hold of said weapon. If that child aims that weapon and somebody ends up falling, it's not on the. It's the, oh wow! It's not
Red
that
Bull.
child's. It's not that child's fault, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's not. Oh wow, ladies.
I mean, think about it like this. Let's see. Hold on a second. I lost my train of thought here. When a place sells furniture, for instance, and their furniture, like IKEA, for instance, they had dressers here a while back that were toppling over on top of children.
Yes.
So that company got held accountable because
Yeah.
they owned the furniture that they were selling to these people. So these people own the guns that they're not keeping locked up. They own the knives that they're not keeping locked up.
Right.
They should be held accountable just the same. Not the children. It's not the children's fault that the dresser fell on top of them. Yeah, it's a little different scenario though. The kid did pull the trigger, but you know what? If that gun hadn't been so easily accessible, he wouldn't have had. And the school needs to be held accountable too, because they have metal detectors, and they only randomly run those metal detectors. Had they been running those metal detectors full force 24 every day like they should, what's the point of having them if you're only going to run them random?
Amen, preach it. Amen, preach. Because you are
somebody running one of my previous videos. I mean, I'm not knocking you. It's cool. I want to know. I want to be able to share what's going on, just to see we're making a point here.
Yeah.
Not that none of us aren't making points, valid points.
Why do we have you in jail? You're up on the screen.
We got you,
Red Bull. Talk.
No, Red Bull. We got you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We got another one. Garnett in the house.
Garnett, there's my girl.
I was waiting for a minute. How is everybody?
Everybody's doing fine. We're picking up on part of the conversation we had last night on your channel, with kids getting hold of guns.
Yeah, I don't have no photo on here. He's using a different kind of stream thing, Avery. So I don't know. I just got my letter there. A letter there.
That's what it was. I've never used this app. Well, I tried to when Arctic told me about it one time, but I just couldn't.
I've never heard of it.
I've heard of it. I hate it. I won't use it, but
I'm being a bit more patient with it.
Are you? Is it hard to use?
Yeah. It was hard at first, but like I said, I'm a little more patient. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hit that link, Avery. Get your butt up here. Hey, come on now, girl. Yeah. You know you got an opinion on this. You have a child at home. I would imagine she has guns, though. I don't know, though. See, personally, I think guns are for one thing: killing. Just for killing. And that's it. That's the only thing they're for, is killing. They're not good. Handguns are not for hunting. So they're just made for killing people.
Killing machines.
They're made so that you have some damn protection if someone tries to bust you.
Yeah, well,
right. That's what it's supposed to be used for.
Big argument, because they can be turned against you.
They can be, but I'm not. I mean, I don't have a problem with handguns per se. I think everyone should have the right to own a gun.
Right. Yes,
I don't think that we need the massive artillery like the AK-47s and AR-15s out there. I absolutely don't believe we need those to be sold, but I do think that you should be able to buy a handgun to protect yourself.
I agree with the owning of your own gun if you choose to do so. I personally only think they're made for killing people, and I don't want one, because I have heard and seen way too many cases where a gun is turned around and used on you, or stolen from your home and used on somebody else. And I wouldn't.
And I get that side of the argument too, because that does happen.
Yeah,
I mean, a while back they wanted teachers to start carrying guns to school in case of a school shooter. I'm like, that's the stupidest bullshit I ever heard in my life. I was like, how are they going to know who the actual criminal is when the police bust in and everyone's packing?
Right. I mean,
there you go. I was always against this notion of the only way to take down the bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Bad guy's got a gun, good guy's got a gun. Which one's the bad guy?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I honestly just, everybody has the right. I'm not against that. I'm just for my own personal beliefs. I don't own one. I don't want one. And my brother, he's got a conceal and carry, and he carries his gun everywhere he goes. And his wife does too. I don't know if she carries hers, but I know she has one. I know they went to gun classes or whatever. But personally, I don't like them in my house. I don't. They're in fact,
Yeah.
my grandchildren are here. My brother's not allowed to be wearing it or have one because they're too curious and it's too much to explain, especially in this world, So it's like no, but
I think
everybody
it's
has the
the
right,
age
and I
too.
agree.
Like older kids, like you explain my older
Yeah, but
kids, and
you have you have bullets and
over
everything separate, right?
here,
Go ahead.
but I think it just really depends. Like I know young kids that go hunting. Like what
I
do you
do
think
too.
about that? Like younger kids hunt.
Yeah, I do too. I know kids that go to gun classes, but I mean, if you have your own gun in your home, you keep your bullets and stuff away from it, right? And locked up,
Yeah, like thing is separate,
right?
but we know where it is. So because if somebody comes in, you're gonna have to run quick this
Yeah,
way,
you think
get
you're
that,
gonna have
get
enough
that.
time? In all honesty, you think you're gonna have enough time to go get your gun, then get the bullets, then load the gun, then take the
You
safety of it? It's a
never
lot of
know.
bullshit. Why have one? That guy's
I,
already in your house and got the gun, and your gun too.
you
That's
never.
what
Exactly.
I know.
I think. So we
Hmm.
could go around and
You,
around about that because I just think the chances of you being able to get your gun and put all that stuff together is, unless you're in a big home or something and they don't hear you. I mean, it depends on the situation, but still, as long as you're safe with them, I guess. But look at all these ones that you're just hearing more and more,
Avery,
younger and younger
is your
kids.
put up? Sorry, Linda. I was
No, that's
asking
okay.
Avery where she puts her purse because she said hers is locked and loaded in my purse.
Oh, so
Yeah, that
she
is
does
that
that
is a
with
great question. Where exactly do you put your purse?
yeah.
First,
So your
please,
son can't
please.
get
Not
it.
hopefully it's not going to reach your child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or now the whole
it's like
world.
like we want close to us, but it's you're. I don't know.
I just always thought, are you going to have enough in your mind to?
Now, see, my dad and my grandma were like you are, Linda, because, well, obviously because of what happened to my grandpa with him killing himself and everything. So they were very anti-gun, and I'm not pro-gun by any means, but I do believe that
Yeah, I'm not anti gun. I'm just anti for me. And I think of a lot of situations like my mom's older. My brother tried to talk her into getting a gun. My mother's never handled a gun in her life. So why are you going to hand an 80-year-old woman a gun who's already slow and then expect her to use it on somebody who's coming into her home? It's just she's not going to
Yeah.
react good enough. It's not going to, and they think I'm putting her down for that, but I'm not. I'm just facing reality. My mother's
That's
handicapped,
fact.
she's slower moving, she's less quick to, react, and she can't hear well. So all of those things together, you might as well hand a gun to a blind person.
oh well, get
Mm.
this, my husband's grandmother is 70, 74, 75 years old. She's in a wheelchair because she's got polio and shit, and she's packing heat because she's so scared someone's gonna come into her house. And she's got great grandkids that come in her house and stuff, and she'll just leave that gun sitting on her fucking nightstand. I have it out with
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
my
Yeah.
God.
I have to bite my
See,
tongue when I
Wow.
go over there. I really do, because
yeah. That's
Wow.
just not, that's not a cool way to be. See what I mean? And then there's other people who are very nonchalant about it, just don't give a shit. They're, come in and put their gun anywhere, or they have it on them, or whatever. What type I'm talking about, the shady type, the gangster type, that's
the
just the
small
way it
dig
is.
gang that thinks they got to have their gun hanging out in public for all the world to see because they got to prove their manhood.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I feel about my brother. I love my brother, but why do you have
I
to
hope
pack a
Avery
gun?
didn't take that the wrong way.
For real.
I really
For real. For real.
Where do we live?
Ugh.
I mean, where we live in a suburb that's still very untouched by gang anything by any kind of crime. I mean, you could leave your doors open. We don't, but you could. You never see a police officer unless he, in your going down your street, unless he's got a reason to be there, but they're everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, and my problem is like here in Arkansas, it's permitless carry and it's open carry. And I have a severe issue with that. I don't have a problem with concealed carry or open carry if you have to have the permit and go through the proper training and all that. But I have a big problem with the permitless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. I was like, oh my God, did she take offense of what I said? I didn't mean, I was just like, wait, where do you put the purse?
Nah.
All right.
I love Avery.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna cut the conversation just a tad short, or just for a moment. We're gonna do a quick roll call of everybody. First off, we got Avery Shannon in the chat. How you doing, Avery? Love you have you here. I'm Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw. This is Bethea'S Byte Reloaded, and we've got and who else we got in the house? We've got Arctic Fox True Crime. What's up?
Not much.
Checking convictions.
Hello. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Garnett is in the house. Hopefully. Still.
Garnett. What happened to her? I haven't heard her talk since we got here.
I would love to hear. I would love to hear from her.
Uh-oh. They both fell out.
Okay. And just that quick, we just lost her and Red Bull Coffee and Crime.
Yeah, they both pooped.
Hopefully they'll be back.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will be back. She's okay. Stay listening. All right. What I want to do. There she is.
Hello, Garnett.
Yes, Garnett.
Not talking, Garnett.
My favorite Randy Savage promo. I'm not talking. Anyway, the reason I wanted to do this roll call because I want to get that update from Fox on the elderly couple that they're not doing any kind of alert for.
No, and they're out there without their debit cards. They're out there without their cell phones, and they don't have their medication. They've been missing. I believe it was either since the 11th or 12th. I'm not certain. I have to get my notes in front of me. Hold on a second.
Yeah, where are they from?
Can you drop me a
They're
link?
from Aurora, Nebraska.
From Nebraska, and they've
been missing since Thursday afternoon, the 12th.
Oh no.
Oh,
Lord.
And it's never good.
In Nebraska, it's cold right now. I got to tell you, it's a little cold there, I'm sure.
Oh man.
I know in upper southwest Minnesota, it's like 100% different than it is in the cities of Minnesota where I live. And that's even further. And that's the other side a little bit, but it gets cold there. And I hope that they're safe somewhere because it's a lot of open road and everything out there in Nebraska. Very flat and open.
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea map wise of what the terrain is like. So, but we'll wait and see what Arctic's, the whole details.
Yeah, but when we do get them, everybody in Nebraska,
I've got a video if you want to just play the video because I've got everything in that video. So
give me the link, and I will share it.
Give me 1 second, friend.
Yes, sir. As I started to say to everybody out there in that area in Nebraska, we're talking to you. We're gonna have this video up, let you get a look at it, let you get all the information that we can give you. And as always, if you see something, for the love of God, say something.
Amen.
Don't take the law in your own hands. Get that information to law enforcement. Let's bring these people home safe and sound. We don't want to hear any bad news.
No. I'm reading your banner. I like it.
Of course. That's the way the slope.
Yeah, I like that. Justice
Your home new. Yes.
Bethea'S Bytes.
And it's reloaded.
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to come up with different ways to put that slogan out, and once I said it that way, coming out of my own mouth, and I just like,
Byte, I can't share the link in the chat because I'm not a mod over here.
Rats. All right. I'll tell you what.
Hold on. Hold on a second. I'll try it a different way.
If you're on YouTube, you can put it in that way.
You don't have a chat in your side. Yeah, there's only a chat on this side. There's no chat on our side.
Hold on.
That's. Oh man.
I'll try to put it in the private chat. Hold on a second.
Don't you have a share button?
Okay,
yes,
Byte, I put it in the private chat. I think that's the right one.
All right.
Private chat. How do you get a private chat?
Just like you would if I was.
Oh, you do. I see it.
Oh. Just like you would do it if I was still on StreamYards.
Oh, okay. And I can't see what he put in, but so what, right? Yeah. That's why they call it private, I guess. I see. Oh, and there's the stream one. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm getting used to the things back here. I hear a cat. Must be his.
Yes, and I'm fixing to send it to one of you.
All right.
We're flipping around. Woohoo.
It's going over every which configuration I like to see the screen. I think I'm most comfortable this way.
Yeah. Well, usually you could put you bigger and us on the bottom.
Yeah, but I don't want. I'm like the
host, so yeah.
I'm really like that humble type. There's no big eyes and little U's.
That's
my
good.
way. We're all on the same team, and I respect it that way. You're right, Avery. That cat is wanting love and some attention.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Already, so we got kids getting hold of we got kids getting hold of weapons. We already have our first case that we're already tired of.
Get the link for the elderly couple, Byte?
Hang on. No.
It's in the private chat. Go into the private chat. I sent it in there.
I just clicked over the private chat and I've got nothing.
Jesus. Hold on a second. Well, I don't know.
You can't send it in a private chat, huh?
I sent it. I don't know why he can't see it.
Or maybe you're not allowed to send
Or
it.
maybe it's not. This is why I don't like Melon, but okay.
There's a good reason why you're not using it, right? Huh. Well, you don't have a share button at the bottom of your screen?
The only wait. Let's see.
Yeah, I see share on my side. Share, add camera, start video, and mute.
Yeah, share screen, video, background audio.
Yeah, and it says this app don't work on phones, or Avery would come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can't come up because of the phone.
Yeah.
It's on a phone. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'd like that either.
It sucks. This sucks right now.
Yeah.
Because, well, this is vital information that needs to come up.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm gonna have to look for it the hard way.
Yeah, just go to his channel.
You need to give me a wrench on your channel. That way I can just drop it in the regular chat.
Give me an email address.
It's ArcticFoxTrueCrime@gmail.com. ARCTIC.
All right, there's the invite for that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, I got it. Hang on, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna share this from. Stand by.
What is going on, YouTube? This is Arctic Fox. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the missing persons case of Bob and Beta Proctor, who are missing from Aurora, Nebraska. Bob and Beta have been missing since Thursday afternoon on the 12th of January 2023. They were last seen in Grand Island and they never returned home. Their dog is at home and all of their medication is at the house. Bob and Beta drive a 2007 blue Chrysler Pacifica with a Navy-issued Nebraska plate number 1030 and a Navy CB sticker on the back window. The family has done everything they can. They reported the missing couple to the police. They've checked in with family and friends, called hospitals, and they've tried to have a silver alert put out, but the silver alert was denied because Beta did not fit the criteria, even though Bob did, which I think is completely bananas in my book. So the family is currently working with the state patrol to have a silver alert issued as quickly as possible. This couple is an elderly couple, folks, and they do not have cell phones with them, nor do they have any debit cards, and the family is fearing that something tragic has happened to them, and the vehicle could be anywhere, including a different state. The family is trying desperately to get that silver alert issued with the state patrol, and hopefully they can get the couple shared on the news. So right now, what we need to do is we need to get their faces spread all over social media, guys, because this is a very important situation. And if you do have any information on Bob or Beta or where they may be or on the Chrysler Pacifica, please contact the Aurora Police Department at 402-694-5815. Guys, do me a huge favor. Give the video a like. It does help more people to see Bob and Beta, and the more people that see this couple, the better the chances are that we can bring them home safe. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, consider clicking that subscribe button. It really does help the channel out. And if you ring that notification bell, you'll always know when I post another missing persons video. But the most...
That is... I feel for him. You know what to do, people.
Yep.
And you gotta give me props for using my filter, because when I said it was bananas, I wanted to say it's batshit fucking crazy.
Yep. It is.
I mean, this
saying
couple's in their 70s, if not their 80s. The family didn't put their age in there. So that should automatically qualify them for a silver alert, regardless of the medical.
both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. Number one, number two. Who not Veda not fitting the criteria? That's asinine.
Exactly.
I mean, how doesn't she fit the criteria? She's married to Bob. 1, 2. What is it? Her age? Come
Well,
on.
I
man.
mean, she's at least in her 70s. I mean, and the silver alert is for the elderly to begin with. It does once you've reached the age of 65, you should automatically qualify for a silver alert, regardless of medical conditions.
You're right. Avery's asking how many days have both been missing?
Since the 12th, and it's the 15th now, so they've been missing for 3 days.
3 days. Well, you heard Checking Convictions saying it. You've heard Fox saying it. Now I'm saying it. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Bob or Veda, please, if you see something, please say something. We want to bring these two home safe and reunite them with their family.
Amen.
Amen.
Garnett says, once again, these standards are insane. Why? And I totally agree with you. I totally agree.
I think everybody should have the same kind of alert.
Even Avery's a little disgusted with this.
Mm-hmm. I am. I always am. I think everybody should have an urgency alert, no matter what it is, especially if they're elderly or they're, children. I mean, just everybody deserves it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Because everybody matters. I just hate that decision that who cuts the line of who gets it and who don't. I don't see how they can have that. I think everybody deserves it. They all matter.
When it comes to missing persons, like you said, whether it's the elderly or whether it's a child, if they don't have, if the elderly don't have a silver alert, if the child doesn't have an amber alert out for them, that's where we come in. That is where we become the silver alert. That's where we become the amber alert.
Yeah.
That's the reason That's the reason why. This is the reason why Fox is number one at this.
Yes, it is. It certainly is.
That's the reason why I consider dang. Some people say ally, some say accomplice. I like accomplice better. I like accomplice better because he's all about doing about the same thing, getting the missing home safe, and getting justice if they can't be.
Yeah,
exactly. And law enforcement will get called out every time they pull this bullshit too. Yeah, because it's ridiculous. You've got these people that are in their 70s. They don't have their cell phone. The fact that they don't have their cell phones or their debit cards alone should qualify them for a silver alert.
Exactly. They're vulnerable adults.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah. They're not safe without, a way to find help or get something to eat or get gas in the car. Hello.
See, that's something else we don't want to end up speculating about, especially about an elderly couple. But with the last thing we want to speculate is the worst has happened.
Well, all I gotta say is this is a wonderful way, once again, that we treat our veterans in this country when one's out there in the cold and missing and don't have their cell phone or any way to pay for anything, that you won't put out a damn silver alert for them.
Yep, I agree.
Oh yeah.
1,000%. 1,000%. Like I said, our country doesn't take care of our old, which happens to be at an all-time high. We have never had as many elderly in America as we do to this day right now. Right. And people are not having children, really, and you can wonder why. So the growth is down, but we are dealing with the majority of Americans are elderly, and we're not taking proper care of them. We're not, same with our children. I don't, if there's 1 or 5 million, I don't, or more than that, you need to take care of them.
It's because us, and I may be exaggerating or over exaggerating this, but you've got a good 90-some-odd% of the population who just don't care.
That's true.
Whether it's a child or an elderly adult, they just don't care.
Well, and if it's a person of color or an indigenous person,
Oh,
they care
Lord,
even less.
Yeah, let's not go there. That's
You
really
went there.
making me mad. Stop. I have to take my puppy out. I'll be right back.
Yeah. If it's a person of color or indigenous person, that percentage just shot up a few points.
Well, I mean, and it's not in the United States. I put out a video out of Canada. There's a story where there's 3 missing indigenous women. Law enforcement flat out says they believe that they're in the landfill, but they're refusing to search the landfill because they say it's too hazardous.
You've got to be kidding.
Can you imagine?
You've got to be kidding me.
Can you just replace 3 indigenous women with, we believe Quentin Simon's in the landfill, but we're not going to go out there and search for him because we believe it's too dangerous. And imagine the outroar. You'd have Bullhorn Betty at the fucking cop station.
Oh God. You would have just about everybody coming out of the woodwork. As long as they know they can make a buck, that is.
Yeah. There's no money to be made. No, those big creators like Bullhorn Betty and shit, they don't want no part of that. So
no, they don't want to hear that.
No. Yeah, I've heard the latest on that.
What was that comment? It's all about
Don
this.
is back now. Don Wells.
It's the time of me first. Yep. Yep, this is the reason why when I did a video recently explaining what Bethea'S Byte Reloaded was all about and how did the slogan come about. I broke down the slogan and let them know exactly what my deal was, and part of that was me saying that this is not a monetization site. I'm not about to take advantage of something at the expense of a missing person or a victim of a violent crime. That's not my way. That will never be my way. And checking convictions. Wait. Look at this. Garnett says, we don't take care of others. Most just kick them as they move on by. Fact.
Yep.
And then checking convictions comes behind that. Yes, it's all about them. The me movement. Yeah, but this is the new me movement. Man, I thought the 80s. I thought the 80s was bad. Jeez. They never
the
met
80s was the spending fast and learning, living and enjoying life, real quick.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of money being made then. But, the me movement then was nothing like this. I mean, at least back then, people looked out for each other still.
Exactly.
They didn't turn their eyes and go, pretend not to see it, If I don't see it, it don't harm me. If it isn't affecting me, if it's, that's not in my neighborhood, it's not going to happen to me. Sorry.
Sound like that classic Phil Collins song, Just Another Day in Paradise.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, boy.
And don't get on the computer.
Don't get on the computer, kitty cat.
Look away. Nothing to see here.
No, he likes to walk right across my keyboard.
So what other cases you got going on there?
Oh man. Let's see. Last night I mentioned about the Oklahoma girl. I mentioned about we talked about the
We talked about Athena.
Mm-hmm.
And today they were back at her residence searching again. throughout the residence. I don't know what they're expecting to find as much as they've searched it, but they were back out there today searching the residence again. So,
And yeah, they usually do that when they get leads or a tip of something. So maybe somebody's talking.
Ooh, we got a double missing persons case. Kids True Crime has got a missing 30-year-old Sierra Chapman from Ohio and 48-year-old Jewel Foster out of Virginia. I'll give you guys the heads up on that one in just a sec. There we go.
These are two missing women from two different states. Okay, this is Jewel Foster, and this is Sierra Chapman. Now, the situation here is they got zero coverage, of course, zero. So I'll read their flyers. Okay, this is Jewel Foster. She went missing from Chesterfield County, and let's see, she's 48. Her hair was brown braided with red coloring. She's got brown eyes. She's 5'2", 115 pounds. She was last seen leaving her home at the 9200 block of Miranda Lane in Chesterfield County, Virginia on January 7th. Let's see what else. Oh, she left with the bag and no cell phone. See, when they leave with no cell phone, that's just weird to me. Anybody with info, call 804-748-1251. There's that. Okay, and this is Sierra Chapman. I want to say, I did find an article, and I'll skim through that, but you know, that don't count to me, one article. Okay, she's 5'5", 115 pounds. She's got black hair, brown eyes. She's 30 years old, which to me, she looks like a teenager. Okay, she was last seen December 27th, leaving her ex-boyfriend's apartment in Trotwood, Ohio. It talks about her car here, and her car was found abandoned on January 6th. Her purse and other belongings were inside her vehicle.
Damn.
Okay, here's the article. Her sister gets interviewed here. What channel is this? Channel 2. She's a fighter, family of missing Dayton woman pleading for community's help. And I'm just going to skim through this. Okay? Because there's a little more info. Okay, she was last seen in Autumn Woods Drive in Trotwood. It was at 4:30 a.m. She was dropping off personal items from her ex-boyfriend. Her sister knew something was wrong, not hearing from her for days. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Okay, December 29th, there was a press conference, and they said several videos or surveillance video caught Sierra leaving that morning, but that was the last time she was seen physically. They didn't find any evidence in the car. She is possibly in danger. I think she is. Let's see what else.
Terrible.
I'm sorry. I'm going to this. Oh, her financial records and her money has not been used or touched. Oh, and they talked to the boyfriend for a statement, and it was over the phone. They said they wanted to question him in person, and it hasn't happened. Anybody with info, call 937-333-2674. Very sad.
That does not sound.
Thanks to Kid True Crime for that, and it behooves us to keep saying this. We want to bring these people home, so everybody in the Dayton area, if you have any whereabouts of Sierra Chapman, everybody in the Ohio area, if you have any information on the whereabouts of Jewel Foster, Get in contact with your local authorities. Call Crime Stoppers. Whatever you do, how you doing, Lady Tinkerbell? If you see something, please, for the love of God, say something.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom line, we keep saying it and saying it. We want to bring them home safe. Bottom line.
Yep. 100%.
As I was going to before, I was trying to go to my channel, see about to call out cases that I've been covering as of late. We got a Michigan triple murder suicide that I posted 4 days ago. Go with a mom and 2 children killed, and then the ex-husband turned the gun on himself.
Oh Lord.
That same day, I posted about a teacher in Texas dead. Police suspect domestic violence. And that same day, yes, I was busy.
Yeah.
A pregnant mom of 3 shot and killed.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'm posting these things, and yet and still, sometimes I don't understand this world as much as I want to.
There we go.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Who,
The world is
and
so horrible.
who knows what I'm going to end up covering next?
What?
Okay, Avery's back. Oh my God! Go ahead, Fox. I know you got something. You got something you want to weigh in on.
He's always got something. Always.
Mm-hmm.
He's always got something.
Just been a long day. I covered one case today where a girl has been missing out of Ada, Oklahoma. She's been missing since 5 years. Her grandmother allegedly reported her missing, but when her best friend went to check with law enforcement, a missing persons report was never filed. So she finally got a missing persons report filed yesterday for her friend. And so I've been trying to get her face out there and stuff because, again, it's been 5 years. We've lost a lot of time on that one. So.
Right. Here's some breaking news from Avery. Summerwell's family's back to speaking to YouTubers.
Wonder how long before Kansas puts up a wish list again.
I heard that Don wants to raise $10,000 to get the boys back.
Yep. Any judge that gives those boys back to either member of that family needs to have their fucking legal license pulled.
Bullhorn Betty was on Cracking Cases and said that, and Chasing Truth said she believed it 100% because obviously Chasing is talking to him too. And boy, was Bullhorn Betty really rude to Chasing. Oh my Lord.
Why am I not shocked?
Bullhorn Betty rude to someone? Shit.
No.
Oh, did you hear Chasing and say, whoa, you are barking up the wrong tree? Is she? I don't know her words, but let me tell you something.
You don't fuck with Chasing now.
Chasing is a very, very great creator.
Yes, she is.
100% factual, tries to be accurate. If she makes a mistake, she's fine. She's no bullshit. And for Bullhorn Betty, who pulls more bullshit and is an embarrassment and harms cases, as far as I'm concerned, that's my opinion. And I'm sure I would share it with about 1,000 more other people. And
for what it sounds like to me, she reminds me of a certain TikToker I catch doing political news. Oh, she calls herself Double D Mother. She says she reports for the Black News. And I love her slogan. She said, "I report for the Blackurick News, where the news may be petty as hell, but I bet you by golly, wow, it's accurate."
Yeah, it's no surprise Don Wells is wanting a fundraiser to raise $10,000, I guess, to get his kids back. But I really don't think he's going to get them boys back. So,
like I said, any judge that gives those boys back or Kansas, either one needs to have their ass disbarred. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
I think it's to fix his house up.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say if they need to focus on anything, they need to focus on finding Summer.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't seen them make any real pleas for that little girl.
Not a one. Not
you have a mother
one.
like Brandy O'Neill, whose everything is about her son, and constantly what
chasing told bullhorn Betty. Now, this according to Avery.
Right, checks her fat ass can't catch. That's right, Avery. You're right. That is exactly what she said. I couldn't think of how she said it, but I knew it was something. You're right. Checks her fat ass cannot catch. And
leave it to our wonderful Avery to get the quote properly corrected. Yeah. Thanks, Avery.
I don't know. All I know is Bullhorn really needs to work on her thumbnails. The other day she put one out, and I was like, "Oh my god, she looks like a RuPaul's Drag Race reject."
Oh my.
Oh, Jesus. I hate to cut it short, but I gotta go make my mother dinner.
I said this on Red Bull's channel last night. Beware of Arctic Fox's wit. He is quick.
He is really quick.
He's
got
quick.
really quick returns. But I have to go make my mom dinner, so I'm going to get off, but I'll be listening. Thank you so much for having me, and we will talk soon. Bye.
Hey, thank you for joining us. It's been a blast.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get ready to run out soon because right now it's been an hour. I usually do about a good hour. One of these days I'm gonna try to pull 2, maybe 3. But still, I'll have more cases coming. I'll have more missing persons cases updates coming through the community tab. I want everybody to make sure when I get them, you get them. Get them out on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media you have going on. Let's get these names and faces out. Let's get these people home to their families.
Absolutely, 100%.
We can't stress that enough. One more time, Fox. Where can we find you other than YouTube?
You can find me over on Facebook. I've got a Facebook group. It's the same as my channel name, Arctic Fox True Crime, and I'm over on Twitter at Arctic Fox True, and you can email me at arcticfoxtruecrime@gmail.com.
All right, Fox. It's like I said on Checking Convictions. It's a blast having you on, and ladies and gentlemen, my laptop held.
Good deal.
I haven't overheated. I went through this entire edition of Bethea'S Byte Reloaded, and I want to do this again come next week, or maybe sooner. If I find something I want to pop it on a live on, I'll throw out invites. I want to get everybody in on the conversation. If you want to jump in on it too, then please. Bethea'S Byte is the place to be. Remember, this is your home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, and justice served. For Arctic Fox True Crime, Checking Convictions, Red Bull Coffee and Crime, Garnett, everybody that joined me. I'm Ernest Bethea, the Last Outlaw. Thank you all so much for joining me. As always, until next time, you all know what to do from here. Bite this. Hey guys, this is The Last Outlaw. Thank you all for the love and support of Bethea'S Byte Reloaded. I cannot stress enough how vital you are to this channel. This thing doesn't run without you. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you a million times over. Bethea'S Byte Reloaded is all over social media, so you have other ways to keep in contact with me in all things in the real crime community. I'm on Facebook at Bethea'S Byte Reloaded TC. I'm on Twitter at EKB316. I'm here on YouTube at Bethea'S Byte Reloaded. That's with and without the punctuation marks. I'm on Instagram at EB The Last Outlaw. My stories are also posted to TikTok at King of Hearts 316 2021. You can email me at kingofhearts316_09 at outlook.com. And you can hit me up on the message forum at www.bethea'sbyte.com. This is the home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, and justice served. This is Bethea'S Byte, and it's reloaded.